Yeah, I think starting the week off really positively was excellent for the group. They really needed to see that when they defend together as a team against a really good team in Greenville, especially away from home, they can be really difficult to break down. So I think seeing that early on in the season for us, especially after a really slow pre-season, to say the least, was really big for the group. And then of course showing the fact that when we are forward thinking, we're positive in our attack and play, and we attack the right spaces, we can be a real threat. So that was super important. Obviously Wednesday was a difficult one to take, a little unfortunate with the deflection on the goal late, but you know, we live and we learn and we move on. And yeah, listen, Portland came in to sit low today, made it really difficult to break down. I thought the group did a fantastic job in breaking through what they put out there. We had a handful of chances, which is really all you're going to get against a low block. And yeah, we've got to try our best to take those chances, and we didn't. But you know, in reflection, looking at the week, you know, 4 points out of 6 in the league is not a bad week. So lots of positives.
Not bad at all. I can't help but ask, were you surprised by how quickly Portland went into the low block today?
No, I kind of expected it. Okay. I know their squad wasn't deep. They had an injury in the warm-up and they had to change something very last minute. So when I saw the changes they made and the players that came in, I knew it was going to be something that was going to be a little bit more defensive.
Was it a midfielder or a forward?
It was actually a centre-back.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually a centre-back.
Okay.
So I knew it was going to be something a little bit more defensive. Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. I think the guys worked incredibly hard, showed tons of quality in the moments they needed to get inside the 18-yard box. But yeah, that final finish wasn't there, and it's tough because they get so many numbers inside there with a low block, and you're only going to get a handful, and if you don't take them, you walk away with a point.
I'd love to talk about the play of specifically Siobhan John Brown. I thought he was very threatening in attack, and new player, you had mentioned to me weeks ago that it's going to take a minute for these new players to bed in, get match fitness and form too. Can you talk about Siobhan John Brown and what he was doing out there tonight? Yeah,
well, first thing on that point with the team is we've got the ability to create those chances, no questions asked. Our sharpness in the box isn't there yet, because we're still really getting this group not just to the fitness levels where we could and should be because of what happened in pre-season, but also comes with just an ability to finish on a one touch and not take the two touches. You know, just those little small details are going to take some time. But with Chevy specifically, I mean, tonight you saw exactly what he's about. You know, forward thinking, want to get behind the back line. He adds variety to his game in terms of going behind the back line, but next minute he's checking in to receive the ball, and he always keeps fullbacks guessing. So it's very hard to defend against. He put a ton of work in tonight on both sides of the ball, and yeah, he showed some good quality in the final third as well, especially in the second half.
Tonight's the kind of game where you always worry, smash and grab. The counter is something that we got beat. I said that we had trouble with last year. Sometimes with quick, speedy attackers. But tonight, they didn't really give any opportunities to Portland. So you want to talk about the defensive effort tonight?
Yeah, I think the main thing for us in those moments is organization as a team. If we stay disciplined with our organization, the counter-attack itself we usually should be able to handle. But then if you zoom into the individuals within that defensive structure, you know, you've got David, you've got Lucky, you've got Derek, you've got Cam, you've got Collin, who are all there, who are defensive-minded players, but also very athletic, very intelligent with their positioning. So all of those things help with the individuals that we have in there as well. So all in all, it helps. And they did a fantastic job in negating. You're not going to stop every counter-attack, you know, but I think we did a good job in stopping most of them.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
What's it like to break down a low block for 80-plus minutes? You want to talk about the challenge of a team that...
I mean, I think they made it difficult for us. I think they defended well pretty low. But that being said, I think we had our chances, and I think just getting sharper in the box is to come. And I think we just have to kind of look at that as our next step into becoming an even better team.
We didn't give up anything on the counter tonight. You want to talk about what the difference was tonight and like how you were able to prevent any threat from Portland for the most part?
I think just keeping our defensive balance. I mean, we try to keep our structure and keep it that way. Cam and David try to hold on to me and stay in front of them. So I think we did that pretty well tonight, and we were able to blow up any issues.
Yeah. Pierre, welcome back. It's good to see you out there.
Thanks.
I haven't chatted with you since seeing you play, so...
It's been a while.
You were providing Pierre Reedy stuff. I believe your nickname is Speedy Reedy. And
yeah, I heard that a couple times tonight.
Your pace was definitely challenging Portland, and they were fouling you a lot out there. You want to talk about what the game was like from your perspective?
Yeah, it was definitely tough in that sense. I thought they were pretty physical and, like you said, held a pretty compact shape that was tough to break down. But, yeah, I thought I did a decent job kind of trying to getting in behind and trying to link up with Collin there on some balls in behind and trying to create chances. But it's that final product that I think I got to work on. And, like, I missed a header, I think, in that first half. I think I could have done a little better with.
The back one?
Yeah, so I got to sharpen that up. But I'm happy that I'm healthy and back playing with these guys.
So 4 points from 2 league games this week. We're not going to talk about the Open Cup, but I didn't get a chance to chat with you all about the Greenville game. So reflect on the week and how you feel overall going into what comes next, having gotten that fantastic result against Greenville where you both played pretty important roles.
You want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a great example of what we can do if we put it all together. I thought on the offensive side, we finished our chances, and then obviously we're super solid in the back, and that's kind of what it's got to be every week when we show up. Tonight I thought we continued that momentum. I thought we played well, but we just lacked that final piece. But I think if we can continue putting teams under pressure like this, creating chances, I think we'll be in all right shape going into the rest of the season here.
Tell me about the newcomers and what it's been like to adapt to, 8 new players, and several of them international players, but also players that have been in League One. So, like, what's it been like working with Siobhan Brown, who I think was fantastic tonight, your counterpart in the other wing?
Yeah, I think they've assimilated well to the group, and they've kind of just been able to be themselves, and I think that's all you can ask for when guys come into the squad. I mean, we had a good core coming back this year, and I think that the pieces we've added have only helped, and I think that it's just become natural for them to kind of just blend in with all of us, and it's been great. They're all great guys.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Leigh does a really good job of not just getting good players, but they're all good dudes, like Collin just said. So it's super easy to kind of gel, and it's been really good. They've been really great additions this year so far.
It's good to see you both.
Thanks, Bench.
Thanks, Bench.
See you next time.